All right, hi Libras. Welcome to your September general love reading. I'm going to start right off here, shuffling the cards. I'm using the Mystic Mondays Tarot. And I'm setting my intentions. Please, Spirit, help me find the message. Receive the message that'll help the most Libras. Any challenges, advice, or just information that they need to know in general. I'm not going to take that one. Alright, so the overall card that you guys got was the Justice card. So definitely a lot of you guys are feeling in your energy. You're feeling like, you know, things can get done. And you're feeling like you can get these things done pretty quickly. It helps out that we're in Virgo season. So now it would be a fantastic time for you guys to set intentions, set goals, start working towards them, because Virgo season works great to sort of tailwind you into achieving all of your goals that you set for the season. First thing that I see is I see the Death card and the Lovers that came out together. You know, always when the death comes out in tarot, it doesn't mean a physical death or like a literal death. It means more of a figurative death in something ending. So the Death card usually talks about endings. Or it could talk about the astrological sign of Scorpio. So for some of you guys, you might be seeing Scorpios. So I should mention too that I see the Emperor, which is the card of Aries. So for some of you guys, you might be seeing astrological signs of Aries. And with those two cards, the Death and the Emperor, I see the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So for a lot of you guys, you might be seeing like actual Aries or actual Scorpios. Also, the Six of Cups usually represents people from your past or people that make you feel like a kid again. So it's not too strange to me that some of you guys are going to see X's pop up, because you also have the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. The Five of Pentacles is a card about being left out in the cold. So usually that will talk about people that have, in this context, because you have the Three of Swords and also the Five of Swords, that to me feels like it's someone that you are sort of closing your door off of, because the backstory of the Five of Pentacles is that, you know, there's this building and this woman that's trying to get into the building, and the doors are shut to her and she can't get in, and she's left out in the actual cold. But I'm feeling that a lot of you guys are going to do that metaphorically to someone, or actually close your doors out on someone. Like, somebody might actually show up at your house. Definitely, if you don't want them in your house, don't open the house for them. But with the Five of Swords and the Three of Swords, definitely there was heartbreak, there was arguments, there was sort of this, probably an ending of some kind too. I feel like a lot of you guys are not in communication, or have not been in communication for long periods of times. I'm talking like 6 months to like over a year. But with the High Priestess and the Six of Cups, I feel like you're really high on your intuition. So you either have already sort of felt these people wanting to inch back in, or you feel that like you already know what to do if they were to. But I think on a more metaphorical sense, the death card means that you've really started to close out your year, because Virgo season is the last sign before Libra season. So a lot of you guys might actually be September birthdays, in late September. So a lot of you guys are probably getting ready to celebrate your birthdays or getting ready to sort of start the new year of Libra. With the Emperor is the sign of Aries, which is like your sign of opposition. So I feel like a lot of you guys might be working on the skills that you sort of don't feel the most proficient at. So like for a lot of Libras, we struggle with keeping the peace in ways that involve us speaking our part. I'm a Libra sun as well, Libra sun moon. But in my experience, a lot of Libras have a hard time sort of with the confrontation part of maintaining peace, and opt to sort of agree or compromise and not actually get the solution that's best for them as well, but the solution that's easiest to get to. And usually that leaves a sour taste in the mouth for the Libra, but it's a trade-off because you get that harmony a lot faster. I'm thinking that if you're a Libra, don't compromise if you don't need to. Like, if it's something where it's like, yeah, I have to absolutely compromise, then do. But like, if it's something where it's like, this person could do something for me to where it's fair, they just don't want to, I would say fight for it, because you obviously deserve fairness and you're in your element right now, I feel, because your overall energy is the justice. So I feel like a lot of you are getting a lot of unfairness. And in the context, that I would say is in the context of just like general everyday life, but in the context of love, like definitely these partners, for those of you who have actual Leo, or sorry, I misspoke and said Leos, so some of you might actually be seeing Leos, but actual Scorpios or actual Aries coming back in, they could be past partners that you have sort of dealt with and they've treated you unfairly. And definitely if you're letting them back in, like now is the time to be really staunch and say, look, you did XYZ, we have to work things out, ABC order, and you need to be fair. Maybe not use the actual word fair, but like you understand what I mean in the sense that things need to be fair and balanced. I do see this, for this card I've kept purposefully until last, the Lovers. It's always a great sign to see the Lovers. For some of you, it might also mean Gemini. So I'm seeing a lot of astrological signs. I'm seeing Scorpio, Aries, Libra, and Gemini. With the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups, I'm seeing Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. No earth signs, but with the Lovers, I feel that you guys are feeling definitely like you're ready to start off a new year. And for some of you who haven't like ever started a new year outside of the context of January and December, then I definitely feel that you guys are sort of feeling that energy creeping up on you and you're feeling great, especially since Virgo is so good for getting stuff done, so it's a nice precursor to your new year. I would say that overall, with all the energy that I see here, it looks great, because to me, the death is in the past, so you're at a point where you've seen everything go down, you've drawn your own conclusion from all the facts and all the evidence, and now you're ready to move forward, and you're in an energy where you're calling the shots. And sometimes you have to be the one to call the shots. To really achieve fairness, you have to be the one to take the wheel. because it's a lot harder to maintain fairness and harmony when you're in the back seat letting someone else basically do whatever they want and only interjecting sometimes. And if there's anyone who's the best at keeping fairness and keeping the peace, that's definitely you. So I would say definitely during this Virgo season, and especially next in Libra season, definitely take charge a little bit, you know, take the life by the horns and really go out and get what you want, because now's the time to do it. Now is the time to manifest and leave all this like 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, like leave all that energy behind in the past. I feel like you, for a lot of you, you definitely have, but it's coming back to sort of rear its ugly head. But don't let that bog you down, and don't let that disturb your peace. Don't let that disturb your goals. Definitely keep pushing forward, and overall, I see a great reading here, and I hope you guys have an excellent time, and I hope to see you guys in October for your October reading. Have a nice one.